I'm Pete Nowaskey with Nowaskey Extreme Performance, and I want to give you a tour of my shop. So this is the showroom. This has a lot of history in it and things that I've chosen to hang up over the years. So Black Sunshine, this was kind of one of my breakout bikes, I guess. I built this back in 2009, I believe. And this bike was at the V-Twin Expo in Cincinnati. It was in the Frame Lock booth displaying their products, but it got a lot of attention there. It was the ace of clubs on the snap-on tools, deck of playing cards. It was on their calendar. Bean Blossom Bike Fest in Indiana used it as their poster bike. In the Wind magazine by Easy Riders featured this bike. So it was the first bike that really got a lot of press. I entered it in bike shows. I chose, when I built it back then, to make it all black because I wanted people to appreciate the creativity of the bike and not have that covered up by the paint. In hindsight, that's why I didn't win a lot of shows, because paint jobs win shows. But I guess I was happy knowing that like all of my creativity and my work was showcased, whether or not it won any trophies. So Black Horse and Triple X are a couple bikes up there that we built for customers over the years, and I had a friend of mine, Ron Martin, make frames for them. Urban Rides magazine showcased Black Ice for us. That's a 03 Softail that we built. What a lot of people don't know about this bike is that in the very center there's two ash containers, and those are the ashes of Chris's dad and his best friend. So they're right in the center of the heart of the bike, and that's really, that bike was a tribute to them. Those pictures up there showcase the two tractor bikes I built, the farm bike and the bomb. American Iron magazine featured the farm bike on the cover, actually, so that was pretty cool. I kind of look like a dork riding it, but whatever. The new owner looks way better on it than me. So these two bikes are special to me. This was my dad's 2001 Deuce, and this was my mom and stepdad's Heritage Springer. So I was able to acquire those bikes, and they're on display in my showroom. I'll give them to my kids someday, I guess. American Iron featured this bike, Black Horse, in their magazine. So I built this for a Vietnam veteran, and I actually had two veterans help me build it. So this project was fueled by pizza and beer after hours, but we built this for Ron, a tribute bike for him. So this was super cool. This is a Fat Boy that I built for a Marine veteran, and there's actually 10 names on the upper fork cans of the guys that he lost in his unit, and he actually got 2 Purple Hearts that are hanging on the bike. So that was a really special build to me, and I even got a letter from James T. Conway, the Commandant of the U.S. Marine Corps, thanking me for doing it. So that's pretty awesome. 2011 Rocky Mountain Run up there, that was at the highest point in Estes Park, me doing a burnout up there. It was really foolish. We had to ride through the snow and everything, and I just had sunglasses on, you know, and some leathers, but whatever. Neon sign, Pistol Pete's. When my company was Pistol Pete's Custom Cycles, we obviously rebranded to Nowaskey Performance. But that neon sign hung in a bar in Downsville, Wisconsin for many years. And so now that hangs in my shop. So we have race suits here, BRL trophies that we won, racing, baggers. All of this here are trophies that we've won at bike shows. That chainsaw is signed by Jesse James Dupree, for the record. So is that bottle of whiskey. This scarf was off of Bret Michaels' microphone. I actually jumped on stage and ripped it off of his microphone. That was pretty cool. That brick is from the Indy 500. Those cleats are signed by Brandon Jacobs from the New York Giants. Actually did charity trap shoots with the New York Giants, so that was pretty awesome. These flags were given to me by some veterans that I did some work for. So up top here, we have all of these plaques are bikes that we built and then like trophies that we won. So kind of running out of room. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, bikes here that we have built. So the bikes in the showroom are typically not for sale. They're usually customer bikes that we have on display, bikes that are in transition. Just so happens we have a couple of my builds in here. We have our King of the Baggers race bike, which we obviously proudly have on display. We have all of our suspension products showcased on this wall, our apparel. And you probably noticed we have, I think they're called yucca plants, but these trees I got from my in-laws. They're real, and I water them and prune them and do that. I think it makes me carbon neutral, but people say that's not really what it's about, but I figure we create bad air. This helps make the air good, and I don't know, green stuff. Looks good to me, but yes, they're real, and I water them, and when I go out of town, people don't water them for me, so I have to nurse them back to health. We can head back into the shop where the magic happens, I guess, the so-called magic. I like a clean, organized shop. So everything had to be white, good lighting, the floors we keep clean. I'm a bit of, I guess, a hard nose when it comes to that. I want things clean and organized. I think that when someone comes in to have a custom bike built or spent money, it should look like you care. There's too many shops out there where I guess it looks like they don't care. As you can see, even my tire machine and stuff remains clean, and that's not always the case. So this is a very cool bike. Although we didn't build it, the current owner trusts us to take care of it. We do a lot of work on high-end bikes and performance bikes that dealerships won't, or other shops won't, because they maybe don't have the experience or the knowledge or whatever. And it's nothing against them. It's just that we've done so much of this over the years that we're comfortable dealing with it. So we help a lot of people out that way. We have 5 lifts in here, so we do get a lot of work done. I believe in good quality equipment and tools as well. There's nothing worse than seeing like janky tools and rusty screwdrivers working on these really awesome motorcycles. So when guys work for me, they have like good quality snap-on tools, and we have handy lifts, and you know, things are clean and organized, and the quality of your work, you got to have good tools to make sure that that's good. So anyways, this is the shop. I guess we can kind of walk around over here. This is my toolbox that I've had for years. So funny story, when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona and worked as a diesel tech, Snap-on came in and like did an interview or a video with me in front of this toolbox because I have all the stickers on it and all this stuff. And one of my really good friends is a Snap-on dealer, and he was in Las Vegas at a Snap-on convention, and this video popped up right away with me standing in front of my toolbox, and we were half a country apart, and he's like, holy crap, no way. So I think that Snap-on like got ideas for the lights and kind of how I did this. I think that kind of came from me like 20 plus years ago. I can't say for sure. It couldn't have hurt that they saw this. So I like stickers. It's memories of the places I've been and the things I've done and the things I'm passionate about. I have my cop lights on top. Those do work. The battery is dead, but I have switches under there. I can turn them on. That gets people moving when production is low. At least it would get me moving. So we can walk back here to the dirty area, I guess. Every shop's got to have that where some of the business happens, right? So back here is where we press things and grind and cut and weld and wash parts and do that kind of stuff. We have a forklift that only gets started up when we have to unload heavy things, right? This press, this is over 100 years old. And a lot of people use like an arbor press, but my stepdad's dad had this on the farm, and I got it all cleaned up and lubed up. Look at that, huh? So that's pretty awesome. 100-year-old piece of equipment, works better than any new piece that you could buy today. I'm quite proud of that. Over here we have the dyno. I do open air tuning here. I spend a lot of time standing back here. This drum gets really hot on summer days. I never imagined when I started doing performance work and custom bikes and all that, or that I would spend so much time in front of a computer screen, but we do a lot of turbos and tune a lot of Thunder Max, and it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. So yeah, so this also is overflow for motorcycles and things like that. So not very exciting back here. Let's head back this way. But yeah, that's a crazy thing. I've spent so much of my life in this room or in this building. I've been in business for 20 years. This is my third location. I actually own this building. So yeah, I've been here for 10 years and spend so much time in here, more than my home. Spend so much time with the guys that I work with. It's definitely an industry of passion, and I love it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun walking in around all this custom stuff and turbos and big motors and stuff like that. And I really appreciate it. It's really awesome. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I guarantee I'd make a lot more money if I did other stuff, but this is pretty fun. So it's almost like I'm not working. I get to be creative every day and deal with other people that are passionate about motorcycles and things like this. So it's pretty fun. But this is where the work happens. This is where the magic happens. The showroom just kind of showcases the things we've done over the years. So I'm Pete Nowaskey, and this is Nowaskey Performance. I hope you enjoyed the tour.